Let me give you feedback of a consultation that I've just completed. Took about an hour. Before I say this, any coach that supports me, I always give them permission to feed anything back to me, anything they observe to awaken me. My job is to be as conscious as I can. And that's what we do with people who come through the door to see me. I ask for permission to give them honest feedback at the end of the consultation. I ask them what good yesterday looked like, what does today look like, and what would a good tomorrow look like. We then start looking at emotions, we look at neurology, we look at business, we look at life balance, we look at neuroscience. But then what we do is when somebody goes to the channel, no, I want to grow my business, we start to look at the 7 areas in the business forces. And then I sit back and I just listen. And when we got to the end of the consultation, I did 3 things to the person. I said, I want you to observe something because communication is not about what comes out here. And I did this. And I said, what one were you drawn to? And they said, I was drawn to that one because it feels as if I'm moving forward. I said, well, when you were in your consultation with me there, and the consultation's over, this is me giving you feedback, you were here. And they said, what does that mean? I said, it's going to be quite difficult to take you forward to a starting line that's going to take you to new tomorrows. And they said, why is that? I said, because you're living in the past. Every time you have a conversation with me, you're pulling something from the past. You need to let the past go. The past is done. It's about the now and all the tomorrows. I say, so see how you feel when I do this? But think how I'm feeling when I'm talking to you, you're talking to me, and you're pulling me back into your past. You need to let it go. So we can't do the business forces with you because you won't do the work because you're getting pulled to the past. But what I can offer you is, why don't you start with yourself and start with neurology and mindset? Because we need to reverse and re-engineer the psychology of how you're thinking. Because all we're going to do is map out the forces to move the lanes forward, but in here you're trapped in a story that's pulling you back. I say, so we need to reverse engineer that to become more present. Then you can start to hear and see more than you've ever seen before, and then we can start to move forward. But don't tell me today. Just simply go away, reflect in the consultation, because it's really important we take our time here. Then you can come back, and if you think I'm right, we can go into first gear. But for me with the business forces, the answer is no. But for the neurology part, 100% yes, because we need to re-engineer how you are thinking to create a new way of thinking. Hope that makes sense.